Subscribe to our YouTube channel and don't forget to press the bell icon to get all the latest updates. At this moment, we are at the airport in Hubli in the Dharwad district of Karnataka, where the local administration is busy finalizing all the preparations as airports begin to open and flights begin to resume. This is also an interesting area for the very different way in which it has handled the issue of migrant workers. With us now is the Deputy Commissioner of the area, Deepa Cholan. Deepa ji, thank you so much. Let me start by asking you, we're standing at the airport, right outside the airport, and I'll ask the camera to just show us there. That's the Hubli airport, and a big task is about to happen. The airports are about to open. What are the preparations that you're doing? You were finalizing the arrangements right now.
Today we came and inspected because the flights have started resumed today. There is a flight that is coming from Bangalore and also a flight that is coming from Delhi. And since Delhi happens to be a high-risk state, we are going to screen the patients, and according to the protocol of the state, we are going to quarantine them.
And suppose someone has a corona-free certificate, would you still have to quarantine?
Yeah. The SOP says that if a business person wants to travel here on a business purpose and has a certificate that is taken during last 2 days, we will permit him to go on with this business.
Okay. Now, what are some of the challenges at the airport? I know you've seen social distancing will be a big one. It's going to be a whole new way of flying.
Yeah, it is not going to be as usual in the airport. We just made arrangements for thermal screening as they go on for departure in today's flight. And we have also made spaces which ensure social distancing as they go and boarding. That is going to be a contactless boarding now. Only one luggage is allowed.
Yeah.
And similarly, for those people who are also going to come land here, a lot of arrangement has been made for them for screening, for them to give basic information about the protocol that is being followed in the state, and also facilities for them to handle in terms of quarantining, both home as well as students.
So come ma'am, we'll walk a little bit because our viewers don't get a chance to see so much of Dharwad, so we'll give a sense of where we are. We're in right outside the Hubli airport, as we were saying. Now what's very interesting is the migrant worker issue has been a big crisis, but you did a couple of things very different here. You were quick to convert a lot of the hostels into shelters. So can you talk about that?
Right from the beginning, when the lockdown was imposed, we had people coming from other districts, other states, and did not have home here. So we had made arrangements in all our hostels. We have a lot of hostels, residential schools belonging to the social welfare department, backward class department. So we housed them there and gave them the basic facilities, food, water, clothing. Similarly, after some time, we found people walking along the NH also, trying to go to their states, several thousand kilometers away. So whoever were walking, we brought them again to our hostels, and we gave them our basic facilities. And after the lockdown was relaxed, and in terms of allowing them to go to their states, we made arrangements with the railways and also with the NWKRTC for buses to take them to their states.
How many hostels did you convert into shelters? I was reading at least about 9 or so.
We have a large number of hostels in our district, but we did take about 21 of the hostels for housing these migrants.
And this was beyond your district also. Anyone who was walking on the highways could get shelter here?
Yes, we did that because our NH crisscrosses our district. It's a way for the people to go to UP, Rajasthan, Maharashtra in particular. So all of them who were walking, our officers, both police as well as our revenue departments, brought them to our hostels and housed them there.
Now, I was reading that because a lot of migrant workers leave with nothing and they have only one set of clothes, how the Khadi Gram Udyog was used to give them clothes?
We have provision under NDRF to give them food and clothes to the people. Basically, they are called relief centers during flood and otherwise. So what we thought is that when these people came, they came only with the clothes that they were wearing. So we thought that by giving them clothes from Gram Khadi Udyog, we are benefiting both. It is a government organization, so they also got their business, and our people also got their clothes.
I want to be reverse sexist and say I think only a woman can think of all these things.
Could be.
Do women do some things differently?
Of course they do. They are more compassionate. They have a lot of empathy. They have a lot of mother-like qualities.
I do think women do things differently. One of your other challenges was, of course, that the Tablighi Jamaat virus vectors unwittingly people who were at the Delhi congregation then fanned out to different parts of the country. Here also, we believe about 200 came. How did you manage to stop this from spreading further in your district?
So we received instructions that people from Delhi congregations have arrived to our district also. The police gave us the data, and we could quarantine them in our institutions, our hostels and our hotels, so that the infection doesn't spread. And we did get all of them tested twice, and that way we prevented the infection spreading from.
And you were able to contain it?
Of course we did. We did.
And I believe there was only one positive case then.
Yeah, only one positive case.
Now, finally, how have you managed to contain the spread of the virus in this area? I know surveillance started pretty early on, and districts that responded faster, quicker, have managed a better grip on the situation.
So initially we had these international travelers coming from different parts of the country. So as per the then prevailing protocol, we got them tested, and we did better surveillance. Thereafter, we had people from other states coming to our district. So we had good information on who were coming. And we did quarantine them in separate spaces, gave them basic facilities. And the best thing we did it, we got a lot of them tested. The testing rate in our district is quite high. And
What is the rate?
We are, I mean, as and when the protocol said who all need to be tested, we have tested them. We were told to test all the primary contacts, we got them tested. We were told initially all secondary contacts have to be tested. We tested all of them. So testing rate is very high in this one, and that is one of the reasons that the better surveillance could prevail, only because we got a lot of them tested.
Anything that keeps you awake at night? I ask all the young bureaucrats I meet, what keeps you sleepless at night?
It's the people. Whether it is the people who are panicky about their testing result, or it is about the people who are walking long distances to reach their hometown. So taking care of them has been a priority, and different stakeholders in our district, whether it's the media, whether it's the police, or it's the general public, do give us information as to how people are having hardships. So we from the district administration and the police administration, we jump quickly to give them relief that is possible from our side.
Well, all the best. I think what your district has done is also their learnings in it. You know, the clothes, the little touches. I will once again be completely happily biased here and say women will think of these little touches. The khadi clothes, converting hostels into shelters. Deepa, thank you so much, and all the best
Thank
to you.
you.
Deepa Cholan there, the Deputy Commissioner of the Dharwad district. As we report from Hubli, this is an area which relatively compared to many other areas has actually managed the migrant workers issue quite well, and it now gets ready for the next challenge of activating this airport and beginning to get flights as they come in with passengers and flights as they go out. Another phase in this battle against the coronavirus.